It's not a surprise that the nickname for Las Vegas is Sin City. Thousands of people come here each week to indulge in sin, to do things that maybe they'll regret, and maybe do things that they don't even remember. I was talking to a guy a couple weeks ago. He was in town for his bachelor party, and he was all about having one final fling before he gets married, and that's what his trip was all about. I guess what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Well, the Bible is pretty clear that there is a price to sin, not only for ourselves, but in our relationship with God. Paul says in Romans 3:23 that we've all sinned, that we've all messed up and have fallen short of God's glorious standard. And even those who aren't Christians would agree that we all mess up. That's why the phrase "nobody's perfect" is so popular. I can remember some of the first sins, the first mistakes in my life. I remember in junior high, my mom came home from work one day. She just got paid, and it was the weekend, and so I needed a little extra cash, and so went to her purse and opened up her wallet, and I found 50 bucks inside, nice crisp $50 bill. I took that out, and I had an amazing weekend, spent it on all the best stuff, baseball cards, comic books. I even bought Pogs, if you remember what Pogs are. But I remember feeling that guilt of that sin, and I still remember it to this day. The Bible also says in Romans 6:23 that the wages of sin is death. Sin causes death, and not like a physical death, but more like a spiritual death. It's kind of like if you were to unplug your Xbox. Physically, it would still be there, but it would lose its functionality. It wouldn't do what it was meant to do. Sin separates us from God, which is not the way we are meant to live. Maybe you can think of a moment in your life where you've messed up, where you've sinned. Maybe it's similar to mine, where you stole something. Maybe it was something you said. Maybe it was an action that you did. Maybe it was a thought in your head. Or maybe it was just a motive behind something good that you did. Think about that for a second. So what is that sin in your life? What is separating you from God? Because the reality is, the Bible says we all have it. We all mess up. You've probably walked into this room today and you have something going on in your life. Maybe you shared it with somebody else, or maybe nobody else knows about it. Maybe you've been a Christ follower for years and you're still dealing with the same sin, the same mess up that you've been dealing with 10 years ago. Or maybe you're in this room today and you're just checking the whole God thing out. You're not even sure if you believe in all this stuff, but you're dealing with something in your life and you know it's not right. You know at the core of what it is, it's not what you should be doing. During this next song, you're going to be given an opportunity to write that down, to write down that sin, to write down what is separating you and God, and be honest with yourself and be honest with God. Take a moment and write that down.